So my purpose is to help others fall madly in love with themselves. My passion is to inspire and be inspired.
I want to be the epiphany of the light at the end of the tunnel.
I'm going to shine. Shine so bright that the diamond will look at me and say, "Girl, how do you shine like that?" Hi there, Rose here, the Happiness Warrior. Today I wanted to share with you a story followed by a quick lesson. So, today we're going to talk about change. Change is not difficult. Change takes time, yes, but change is not difficult. If change feels or seems difficult, it's because you're resisting it. So I'm gonna say it again. If change feels or seems difficult, it's because you're resisting it. I know that you're probably thinking, what is she talking about? And who is she? And she doesn't know me. If you're thinking like that, that was me too. So I'm on the same page with you. If you're cursing me, throwing your phone to the other side of the room. So a couple of years back, 2012, I was doing hardcore sales. Didn't even know I was in sales. Didn't know what I was doing. And anyway, I wasn't getting results. And so one of my mentor director wanted advised me to talk to his boss, and he talked about how she's smart and how she knows a lot of things and how I would benefit from the feminine energy. So I know she's busy, so I call her on the phone and I'm explaining to her the reason I haven't been able to reach my goals and all my obstacles / reasons, and I'm talking, and she interrupts my story. She interrupts to say, "Rose, change is not difficult. If it feels difficult, it's because you're resisting it." I didn't say anything to her. I needed time to process. But I remember that I lost interest in whatever it is that she said afterwards. She was saying some stuff. I wasn't listening because in my mind, I was already replaying all my excuses. Did she hear me tell her about my emotional abuse? Did she hear me tell her about my physical abuse? Did she hear me tell her about my spiritual abuse? Did she hear me tell her about my sexual abuse? And then she tells me that I'm resisting. I am working so hard. I am trying so hard, but it's so difficult. She knew what she was talking about. Then I was not ready, because if I had been ready, I would have heard her, right? Now here, looking back, I did have a blocked heart chakra and a throat chakra. I actually now, just thinking about how I felt then, yeah, it felt really blocked here. I felt uncomfortable, like, almost like you couldn't breathe and you something wasn't right. But I didn't know. And I was not in a state of mind, I didn't have the awareness to know that she was right. And so I remember thinking, I'm not going to talk to her anymore. She doesn't know what she's talking about, telling me change is easy, change is not difficult, it's because I'm resisting. I'm not resisting. Why would I resist change, right? Long story short, a couple years later, so I started, as you all know, I started my YouTube channel a month before my Instagram live. So it's been about 4 months. Couple months back. So I called her. I asked to call her because we hadn't been in contact. I left that job a long time ago. We were not in contact. So I asked if I can talk to her because it hit me. It hit me and I was like, oh my gosh, she was so right. Change is not difficult. I had been resisting change because when you have to be uncomfortable to the point where you don't want to be comfortable anymore, right? Like you have to be sick and tired of being sick and tired in order to take a step and do something that you've never done before. In order for that to happen, you have to be so uncomfortable being comfortable. Does that make sense? Like you have to actually feel it. No one can feel it for you. So of course, I got to a point that I was like, what have I not done? Because after I was going to seminars, I was doing readings and nothing was really coming in, or at least it felt like nothing was really going in. And so as I was going through my process, as I was going through my journey, things started happening, right? Little things came back to me like, oh, change is not difficult. If it's difficult, it's because you're resisting it. Another thing was you can literally change your state from one moment to another. Like you can choose to be happy and feel happy. This is a choice, right? But you don't know this is real until you've actually done it, right? Like I know some of you listen to videos and motivational and you read the books, but you don't actually practice. You have to do those things, and don't do it once, don't do it twice, don't do it thrice, and stop. Do it many times every day as much as you can. Yes, we fall off our wagons. I do too. Sometimes I'm doing my physical exercise, taking care of my body, and I'm not taking care of my mind. I'm not doing my reading. I'm not doing meditation. Sometimes I do meditation and reading. I'm not taking care of my body. I forget to eat. I forget to sleep, right? I'm like, oh, I have to finish doing this and then I will eat. And then it's too late. Oh, I'm going to do this and then I'll sleep, right? We have to take care of our body emotionally, physically, spiritually, the whole deal. But when you're not ready for change, it doesn't matter what people say. You're not in that state of mind. You don't have that awareness. So you don't know. This brings me back to having people around you that can point out your shit to you, right? When you're refusing to see, they can hold you accountable. Now, you have to be open to feedback because some people do not like critics at all, of any kind. Like, if it's not a praise, they would lose it. I think it's important to be open to criticism, and you take them for a grain of salt because like I said, people could be wrong, and if they're wrong about you, you can correct them or you can just move on. But you have the opportunity to correct them. You don't have to. I mean, some people, like I said, they don't like critics and they will get upset if you say something about them that isn't correct or something that they don't think is correct. They don't believe it's correct and they get upset. But it's like, it's just feedback, and at the end of the day, someone's opinion of you is just that. It's just an opinion. You don't have to make a mountain out of it, right? So this also takes me to the quote that I have on my page. If you have not looked at my Instagram page, look at it, read it, look at it, read it, look at it, read it. The one with Brene Brown. The thing with wanting to help people is that you do have to go into their world. You have to let them show you their world the way it is through their lenses. It sounds like it should be a song, but the point is, when you want to help people, let them show you their world. Let them take you into their world and show you the world through their lenses so that you can get to understand them better. Once you can understand them better, once you have buy-in and they trust you, you can then take them out and show them the world through your lenses. When we're helping people or want to help people, we're not saying, do things the way I'm doing. I'm saying, I've done it this way. The way you were doing it, it didn't work for me. I wasn't happy and I've changed it. Now I do things this way and it makes me happy. I can see that you're still unhappy because you're telling me and because I can also see. So if you want to do things differently, all you can do is try what I've done or try what other people have done. But I've gotten the result. I'm happy with the result. So if you want the same result, you can try. That's all I'm saying. So change is not difficult. Don't resist change if you want to change. More importantly, pay attention to what's going on with you, because you don't always know that you're resisting change. It's not a situation where you're like, yeah, I want to change, but I'm resisting. Oh yes, I can feel it. I'm resisting, right? You don't know. It's important to surround yourself with people who are pushing you to grow. It's important to be open-minded. It's important to take an inventory of yourself, right? Being really taking time to analyze your morals, actions, and valuable, they call it introspection. I'm trying to find a more down-to-earth term to say this, but it's introspection, right? You have to be able to analyze the things that you have done throughout the day to see what you could have improved, whether it's analyzing the week or analyzing the month, but you need to be able to see your areas of improvement. Like if you start a new journey and you're working on certain things and you don't take an inventory, you don't review to see what you've done, to see your progress, how else are you supposed to grow? Your life, your growth, you are your business. So it is important to take an inventory of your business to see what needs to be changed, what needs to be adjusted. So this is me. This is all for me tonight. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful night.
and if you liked this video, don't forget to press like, subscribe, and press the bell so you can be notified of new content from me. Thank you so much for your time. Take care of yourself. Love yourself.